Did anybody else see that video of the bees getting attacked by like the hornets? No? Do you know what I'm talking about? If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go watch it on YouTube. It's called The Hive, Secrets of Bees, and it's by National Geographic. Now you guys get that? Yeah, you get the hype. Anyway, I saw that video and I decided to go watch the documentary of it, and then if that wasn't enough, I decided that I wanted to become a beekeeper. And so I was already wanting to do homesteading, and when I get enough money, I'm gonna have like my own farm and animals and things like that. So I figured, why not bring some bees into the mix? I mean, might as well, right? And so I already know the importance of like beekeeping and pollinators, and you know how that helps our food system and the ecosystem. But I had no idea what it actually took to be a beekeeper. So I knew that you needed a box, you needed some smoke to smoke out the bees, whatever that meant, and then you needed a suit, a whole suit. And that's about it. That's all I really knew. So I figured if I wanted to learn about beekeeping, I would probably have to go to some professionals.
Obviously, if you go and flick them, probably a different story, but just wanted to show you I can poke them a little bit.
Don't be poking them while I'm standing here.
So I looked up if there was any beekeeping classes in my area, and I was able to find an organization called Bee Wranglers. The owner is a man named Daniel, and he's very nice and knowledgeable, and he goes around doing hive rescues and relocations. And his business, the Bee Wranglers, partner with other organizations to host classes. And so lucky for me, they were hosting a class in partnership with the University of Florida IFAS office. And IFAS is a federal, state, and county partnership that's dedicated to developing knowledge in agriculture, human and natural resources, and the life sciences, making that knowledge accessible to sustain and enhance the quality of human life. And IFAS is just the Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences. That's what it stands for. So they also provide resources, learning opportunities, and events. I actually went to their online rain barrel workshop a couple weeks ago, where they were selling rain barrels for cheap and teaching you about them. Anyway, back to beekeeping. I took their Essentials to Beekeeping Part 1 class or workshop, and it was both a class and a hands-on portion. So there was a PowerPoint, and then we went out to the outside to go look at the actual bees that they keep. And so I learned all the tools and certificates needed to become a beekeeper in Florida. I also got to learn about other pollinator species. Did you know that wolves can be pollinators? Ethiopian wolves are known to pollinate flowers, specifically the Ethiopian red hot poker, by feeding on their nectar and transferring pollen in the process. I didn't know this until that class. Another fact I knew, but I had forgotten, so it surprised me, was to learn that people purposely sting themselves with bees to heal muscle soreness. So they're essentially sacrificing their own bees. But that's what happens. That's what's supposed to happen. And another example of sacrificing your bees is if you have too many drone larvae or mite infestations, you usually take out that part of the nest or that like comb of the drones where they're nesting, and you kill them. You like take them out and take them out of the hive. So taking them from the resources and essentially killing them. And so that limits the mite infestation, which bees will always have because the mites grow alongside the bees for some reason. So it's not total elimination, but it is like a treatment strategy. So if you want to learn more about beekeeping or just bees in general, I suggest you take one of their classes with Bee Wranglers, or you find one in your area if you're not in Miami or Florida. And then you also have the opportunity to sign up for bee organizations. So you can sign up for the Florida State Beekeepers Association or the American Beekeeping Federation. And if you don't want to own your own bees but still want to help protect them, you can do that by growing your own flowers. So some native flowers like these that will feed the bees and other pollinators. You can pause to see. These are just some of the examples of flowers that you can grow. So that was my obsession for the week. That's what after watching that video, I wanted to become a beekeeper, and so I went and I learned how to do beekeeping, at least the basics. So yeah, what hobby are you going to learn or start this week?